Good morning. My name is Sharon Sobotta, and my pronouns are she and hers. So, if you're like me and you believe in the universe or in something bigger than ourselves, you probably believe that everything happens for a reason. I do. I recently had a man in my life who was significant other-esque. Our core difference was that he was a by-the-book rule follower. For example, he always parked within the lines. I kind of use them as a suggestion, and I do my best. He believes strongly in being on time for his social activities, no matter what, under no circumstance was there an exception. He didn't have kids. And he believed in being short and sweet with interactions with others because he didn't want to risk anybody taking advantage of his time. I, on the other hand, as I said, park kind of in the spot-ish. I connect with the cashiers at the local Walgreens, and I connected with moms at when I was in Sacramento last weekend with my girls during their competition. I met some moms in the pool, single moms, and each conversation that I have inspires me to contemplate something or to write a story or to curate an experience that's either for my students, for some place, for somebody that I'm working with in life, or for my own kids. This makes my already busy life get even busier. This was something that my former significant other-esque man could not understand, so now he's no longer significant to me. Couldn't see the beauty in my approach. Last month, I had the illuminating experience of being one of the volunteer parent drivers when I took my children, or my fifth grader, to Antioch, to the Delta. And just before it was time to go home, one of the girls who'd ridden in my car, or actually was my own daughter, had to go to the bathroom. And one of the other girls said, well, I'm going to wait in the parking lot. And I said, no, you can't. We're going to the bathroom. We don't all have to go in. And she got really anxious. She broke into tears. And she said, no, I can't go there. And I asked, well, why? What happened? It turned out she'd seen an unhoused person near the bathroom. And she was so afraid. And she said, I don't have anything against them, but I'm a germaphobe, and this, and that. And she named 19 things that she had against them. They were all stereotypes that were rooted not in her experience, but maybe in something that she had heard. I was surprised by my own daughter's behavior. My own daughters are with me as I'm covering social justice events. They interact with unhoused people and people from all walks of life. And my own daughter, instead of saying, it's okay, I have to go to the bathroom, there's an adult, you'll be safe, she said, it's okay, I just won't go to the bathroom. So then, of course, we talked about it on the way back, and then my daughter was like, Mom, can you please stop being a counselor all the time? This is so embarrassing. Nevertheless, I couldn't let go of that experience, and it was just about a month before I was about to have Angela Harrelson, the aunt of George Perry Floyd, and also the author of Lift Your Voice. I brought her to St. Mary's College, but I was thinking, she's coming. She's going to be in La Miranda. George Floyd's aunt is going to be in La Miranda. This will be a lost opportunity if I can't bring her to the school or use this moment that was so unsettling to me with these children to maybe do something more. So I reached out to the teacher and I said, can Angela and I come and talk to the students and we can talk about stereotypes and being engaged bystanders and showing up for each other. And then I got called into the principal's office. Like literally, I got called into the principal's office. And there's some part of me that was like, I thought I was getting called in to get schooled. And part of me was like, oh God, I want to say, forget about it. And another part of me felt defensive, like why wouldn't we talk about this? What's going on? What's wrong with you? I didn't do that. I took some breaths. And instead I went in kind of with listening ears and crafted a plan of like, this is what it would look like. Here's what we would like to accomplish. And we did it. It worked. In the end, I went. I interacted with 100 fifth graders from Lafayette. And they left that room with a better understanding of how to be allies to each other, how to use their voices to challenge each other respectfully, and they also got a revised understanding of who George Floyd was and how he lived, because until then we'd only heard about how he died. So what's the takeaway that we can take as we consider this unwieldy task of transformation? I don't know. I'm better at asking questions than answering them, but I am going to invite you to consider something. I'm going to answer this question with questions for you to consider. What if we look at our worlds as gigantic art projects, and the people who cross our paths, even those with angst, or those who get under our skin, or those who have stereotypes, or they create obstacles for us, as blessings, in disguise or as sources of inspiration for curating experiences. Some people come into our lives for a reason, some a season, some a lifetime. If there's someone significant other-ish in your life whose needs or values don't align with your greater purpose, allow them to be seasonal. And as Angela Harrelson says, if we consider the no's we receive as options, right, when we're trying to do something great and we can take the no as an option and not an answer, imagine the kind of world and the experiences we could curate for each other. Together, let us worship.